Nakib Kemboy, KTN News.
NCBA has obtained temporary orders stopping Treasury from reclaiming capital gains tax from the bank. The National Treasury had revoked a capital gain tax exemption issued to NIC and CBA in the merger that led to the formation of NCBA Bank in 2019. Jimmy Mbogo reports.
A petition filed before the High Court of Kenya now sets the stage for what could be a titanic legal battle between the National Treasury and NCBA Bank over the 350 capital gain tax extended to the lender during the merger of NIC and CBA Bank in 2019. The petition, which was filed by NCBA Group Limited against the Attorney General as the first respondent and the Cabinet Secretary of the National Treasury as the second respondent. According to court documents seen by KTN News, NCBA argues that the National Treasury has no powers to revoke the exemption, noting that it is in excess of the National Treasury's jurisdiction and powers. The document reading in part, and I quote, "The second respondent, National Treasury, does not have the powers to reopen, revoke or reconsider an exemption once granted. The purported revocation is therefore ultra-vires the second respondent's powers." The lender, in its prayers to the court, is seeking that, pending hearing and determination of the petition, the court issues a conservatory orders staying execution and or implementation or any further implementation or action arising or in connection with the decision of the second respondent contained in the letter dated 24th March 2023 or in any way interfering with the rights granted by the second respondent in his letter of 21st June 2019. The National Treasury, in the letter dated 24th March to the Acting Director General of the Kenya Revenue Authority, had revoked the capital gains exception and directed NCBA Bank to liaise with the taxman for the payment of the capital gain tax on the instruments executed in the transfer of shares and assets and liabilities during the 2019 transaction. Jimmy Mbogo, KTN News.
And in sports news tonight, surprises in this year's edition of the National Youth Chess Championships as categories are decided with